Hello, folks. It's me, Vosh, feminist extraordinaire. Really, truly, a very cucked beta male, soy, a man bun when it's not wet from the shower, wide frame glasses. Really, just the whole 9 yards. I have never had sex in my life, and all the money I make from streaming I give to my girlfriend or my mom, depending who was the last person to text me, which is infrequent. With all of that said, there's something I want to talk about with you today. There's something that matters a lot to me. It hits me right here in the heart, okay? Very often, we talk about toxic masculinity. And by we, I mean like the broader left, you know? The broader left. And when we talk about toxic masculinity, and I'll defend this to my dying breath, we're talking not about impugning men or hating masculinity or destroying men. We're talking about the idea that sometimes society encourages men to behave in ways that hurt them. So for example, like I'm a fucking dude, right? You know, what if the fact that I'm expected to be very stoic, not really show much emotion, what if that causes me to internalize hurt feelings or lash out at people? Or maybe even internalize them to the extent that I develop mental illness and get depressed or fucking lonely or anxious or whatever. Men kill themselves at 4 times the rate of women, after all. Men tend to be a lot lonelier. And these are real issues. Stuff like that, you know? Toxic masculinity. We should be looking out for it. But here's something else. We don't talk about that much. Very strange to me. Very strange to me. Why don't we talk about this more often? Toxic femininity. We're going there. We're going there, folks. I'm fucking tired. I'm sick and tired of the T, of the F, no, of the TF question being ignored. The TFers in the leftist community, okay? Because there is such a thing as toxic femininity. It does exist, you know. It's bad. Oh, folks, my hombres. Truly suboptimal. And I want to talk to you about it. Hey folks, I know a lot TFers, toxic femininity, you fucking losers. The TFers, toxic femininity. Toxic feminine gender roles are talked about all the time, Vosh. The term isn't labeled toxic femininity though. And that's fucking misandry. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So when we're critiquing men's behavior, we call it toxic masculinity. Men have to learn to overcome these things. Men have to get better. Men are bad. Men. And then when we talk about toxic femininity, oh, well, actually, we're talking about pernicious aspects of socialization that affect women and inflict on them internalized misogyny, which leave them, nah, fuck that squad W shit. Absolutely not. Toxic femininity. Femoids, listen up, all right? There are 2 big fucking components we got to talk about here. Real big, okay? We've got the catty bitch shit, and we've got the fucking Disney princess shit, okay? We got to get over both of this. Now, I'm not going to be making any excuses for women here, because when we talk about toxic masculinity, we don't usually spend a fucking 30-minute preamble rambling about how all of this is a product of environmental influences, and actually it's no one's fault. No, we talk directly about the problems, and that's what we're going to do here, okay? Hey, you know what's fucking disgusting to me? Women. Am I right, folks? No. You know what's actually disgusting to me? In addition to women? That Disney princess shit. That 12 years old saving up for marriage shit. That I'm waiting for the right guy to propose to me in the most performative, romantic way shit so I can say yes. That I'm more interested in the aesthetics of romanticism than I am in true love, a kind of shit. That shit makes me want to fucking kill myself. Like those bitches who get mad because their fiancés don't give them a big enough ring, or they get mad because their wedding isn't extravagant enough, or they get mad because the proposal isn't broad and performative enough. These like marriage obsessed princessy types really get me in weird. They really give me the fucking chest queasies, okay? They make me feel sick right up here. This shit happens quite a bit. I've encountered people who are like this. The reason for this is because in a lot of cases, very often, this happens a lot. Very often girls are thought like, you basically only exist to attract a husband. Your virginity is this beautiful little flower that needs to be protected, and the husband will sweep you up from your feet, and you beautiful, and then you will live a housewife and have 18 children, a dog, and you'll live in a big fenced-off yard where you can run around in a white dress or some shit like that. The highly sort of aestheticized understanding of how romance works is incredibly destructive. And there are girls who are like this. There are girls who will actually be like angry at their fiancés for not getting a nice enough ring. There are girls who will actually be upset for not seeing a performative, romantic enough display of affection. There are actually a lot of girls out there who are, and I've said this before, and now I'm going to really explain what I mean, not so much concerned with the practical reality of loving someone, which is about being there for them, being kind, humble, considerate, taking care of them, helping them become the best version of themselves, being supportive. And the aesthetics of romance, which are about big poofy dresses, flowers, rings, marriages, performative demonstrations for an audience, that kind of stuff. That kind of shit. There are a lot of people who are locked in this mindset, okay? And it really, really, really fucking sucks. Also, catty shit, all right? Catty ass bitches, okay? Listen, I'm talking to you. Hey, look at me. Good. Because I'm talking to you. The reason why I'm talking to you is because you, statistically speaking, if you're a femoid, probably a passive-aggressive catty bitch. I'm terribly sorry, folks. It's true. This is my personal bias. Maybe this is my autism speaking here. If I believe something, if I have an issue with somebody, I'm very fucking upfront about it. I confront people directly with their issues. Men have trouble with this too. Women have more trouble with this, all right? Please, let's heart to heart with me. Have a seat. Let's talk. Here, sit across from me. Look, wow. Wow, you look so cool today. Wow, how nice. Wow. Hello. Why do you do that? How many girls have I met in my life that have been extremely like over dramatic, performative, passive aggressive drama mongers who are obsessed not with living their best life and trying to get along with people and be kind to others, but rather extrapolating as much drama as possible? Gay men do this a lot too, and that's because gay men are actually women. But that's not true. This happens a lot though. This is like an actual thing. And I think a lot of girls think this is acceptable because they're a girl. They think it's acceptable because like because somehow like this is like powerful or empowering or something. I have no idea why. This shit really fucking obnoxious, okay? And again, I know why girls act like this. The reason a lot of girls act like this is because they're socialized from an early age not to be direct and confrontational and to be deferential to men in the room, which means they'll be deferent to men and passive aggressive to other women, because being outwardly antagonistic in those scenarios would incur ill favor from everyone around them. So the passive aggression is a defense mechanism to express antagonism in a way that doesn't interfere with the socially learned deference to men. I get why they do it. It still fucking sucks. You know what else fucking sucks? You know what really gets my kerfucking goat? Those I'm not like other girls types. I know boys do this too. Sometimes, usually when they're trying to prove they're not like a fucking rapist to like a group of girls. But this is mostly a minority thing. So you have blacks who will do this. I'm not like those other blacks. You have gays that will do this. I'm not like those other gays. But you know who else is a minority, at least in the social sense, if not in a numerical sense? It's fucking femoids. I'm so tired of that shit. I hate it. I hate it when me and my fucking squad, when my fucking boys are out on the town, we're fucking hippin', we're fucking hopping, we're doing the cool walk. We're going all the way downtown. We're fucking marching down Main Street. We're having a grand ass time. And then these pathetic, desperate, cloying femoids crawl up to us and they say, Vosh, you and your boys look so cool. Can I be a part of your gang? I'm not like other girls. Other girls are weak and pathetic and smarmy and desperate. I'm not like them. I'm like you. And then say no while throwing my hand in front of me and making no contact with them, because that would be assault. Because there is nothing more pathetic to me than people who validate their own existence by shitting on the people around them. We've talked about this in this channel before, when blacks and gays do it. When black people are like, oh yeah, the most black, black culture leaves most black men, degenerate, violent, dejected, immoral, in a fallen state. I'm good. And how there are conservative gays who will talk about how fucking Blair White will go on and on about how all trans people are disgusting degenerates who are delusional and mentally ill, and actually they're not even really trans. But hey, Republicans, I'm the cool trans. Look at me. I'm the cool tranny. Look at me. Look, my tits are out. I validate all of your biases. I don't act weird in LGBT. I'm not proud of my penis. I'm ashamed of it, just like you want me to be. You'll accept me, right? It's pathetic. And women do it all the time. Women do it constantly. Women do it. Oh God, they do it so much. And I get, and again, I do understand why women do this. It's because very often groups of men are chauvinistic and think little of women. Not like in a, oh, they're inferior humans way, but in like a, oh, they're not that cool, they don't get us kind of way. So for a woman to breach that space, they have to step in and indicate that they're different from the broader group. The problem is, that's what the broader group is doing too, fighting with one another to try and earn the approval of the hegemonic sort of social leaders of that space, which are in almost every instance men. Because, because we're pretty cool, because we're pretty all right, But these people, all of the people that I have described so far, pale in comparison. They pale in comparison to the women who legitimately believe that because they're a woman, they can't assault men or rape men. Take your fucking shit, take it and bundle it and throw that shit out of my fucking face, you misandrist cunts. Get your shit, get out, God, holy shit. Do you have any fucking idea how many dudes are fucking sexually abused, assaulted, or domestically assaulted by girls? You have any fucking idea how often this happens? I'm pretty sure, in fact, that domestic abuse is split 50-50 or pretty close to it between whether it's a woman being inflicted on by man or a man inflicted by a woman, I'm pretty sure it's about 50-50 between the two. But when the police come to a house and they know domestic abuse has taken place, they'll almost always arrest the guy, not the girl. Almost always. Almost always. It's fucking crazy. Can I get a source on that one? I don't have any. I'm more ranting right now than providing sources. You can look it up yourself. I took classes that discuss this. I'm pretty sure it's pretty close. The problem is men don't report the sexual assault as often because it's seen as shameful to be sexually assaulted by a woman. But boys, my boyos, even if we ignore the fact that physically weaker people, most women, by the way, are physically weaker than men, okay? We all, for the most part. Now, there are some very, very strong women, and there are some weak men, of course, undeniably, and trans people tend to conflate these numbers a little more for a variety of reasons, especially if they didn't take hormone blockers when they were younger. For the most part, though, men, stronger women, right? But even if this woman is weaker, generally speaking, you can do a lot of fucking damage to a person who doesn't want to fight you unarmed. Even if you're a wimpy, frail, petite little girl, throwing punches fucking hurts. Scratching with your claws fucking hurts. Getting kneed in the dick fucking hurts. You can do a lot of damage to somebody physically, even if you're much weaker than them. And that's not even taking into account the fact that weapons exist. It's 2019. Who fights with their fists anymore? You know why I stopped boxing back in college? Because I realized the true martial art was plate bending. Fucking step to me. Karate, kung fu, boxing, Krav Maga. Step to me. I've got it. You don't stand a fucking chance. Anyone can learn plate maga, okay? That's not just me. Even the decrepit, deceptive, pernicious femoid can learn plate Krav Maga. Anyone can. Yo.
Can I add my own squad W irritation?
Bring it in.
Okay, so the one thing that really bothers me about like the rape stuff, like it's bad enough that men are not taken seriously when they talk about like their partners hitting them or bullying them.
Louder.
Or whatever. But the fact that a lot of like, what is it, like survivor marches explicitly say that men cannot participate or that they have to stand at the back. And though I kind of get that, I think it is insanely fucked up. It happened at our college, and dudes got upset, and they were like, oh, well, whatever, it's still like, this is a woman's space.
That's fucked up.
That shit, oh, it hurts me so bad. Like, holy fuck, dude. Can you imagine all those dudes, like, coming up there like, yeah, I was raped by my girlfriend. They're like, all right, fucker, get in the back. This woman who was raped is more important. It's just sad.
Back of the bus. Would you agree that men are the Rosa Parks of today's time?
No, but I still think that's very bad and sad. It makes me sad.
That is fucked up, though. That is actually fucked up.
Dude, I remember defending that in class, and people got like annoyed at me, and I was like, "Holy fuck, you guys!
Dude.
Fuck off, you libs!"
We're getting to that. We're fucking getting to that.
Anyway, yeah.
I love you.
I'm cooking. I love you.
Fucking libs! No, that's legitimately fucking disgusting. Listen. For fucking real, though, plate maga is accessible to people of all genders. You can really fucking hurt a person physically, whether or not you're a woman. And that's leaving aside emotional abuse, sexual abuse. You can get fucking raped as a dude. This shit happens all the time. All the fucking time. Now, admittedly, women get raped a lot more than men outside of prisons. Inside of prisons, we're talking a frothing rape stew. But outside of prisons, women get raped a lot more. That doesn't fucking mean men don't get raped. The fuck kind of argument is that? Oh, well, actually, most violence in America, most gun violence happens within black communities. So actually, there's no point in dealing within white communities. If you get a call as the police that there's been a shooting in a white neighborhood, just ignore it. Most of it just happens to black people, whatever. Get stupid shit out of this fucking place. Any of this like, oh, I'm a woman, I can't hurt other men, oh, whatever, I can't rape you. Shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down. You fucking liberal. Okay? And you know what else? I'm taking a real hard stance on this one. If you're a girl and you fucking smack or hit a guy in public, I do not feel much sympathy for you when you get one back. Now, let me be very clear with this one. If you lightly smack a dude out of anger and then he fucking fist kills you, I'm not defending that, proportional force. But if you smack and then you get smacked, what? Are you not human? I'm sorry. Did you not smack? How can you slap? How can she slap? This is the real fucking squad W.
Actually, the thing is that we don't want to talk with you, actually.
Why don't you go and fuck?
This is fucked up. This is seriously fucked up, okay? This is some sort of like fucking game show or some shit, okay? Are you ready for the fucking game show? This fucking dude is supposed to take like abuse from the girl or whatever. Look, listen, fucking pay attention! She's supposed to like give a bunch of abuse to the guy. It's a game show, that's her job, that's fine. But she is not allowed to lay a hand on the guy. She works with the show. And then this employee of the show...
You go.
Then this employee of the show hits one of the contestants. This is completely unacceptable. This was not outlined in the contract. That's assault. And then, that's what I'm saying.
How can you slap? How can
he smacks back, totally in right, and everyone...
How can she slap? How can she slap me?
How can you slap me? For good.
And then people beat the shit out of the fucking guy.
How did you wake up?
And then people beat the shit out of the fucking guy while she's yelling, how can she slap? These fucking white knights. white ass fucking knights, fucking cringy ass beta males. Seriously, how can she slap? Does anyone have an answer? It's fucked up. It's actually fucked up. It's so fucking bad. It's so Hey, listen, hey, if I'm living my shit and a fucking girl smacks me, my friend, are you ready to become acquainted with the mittens? Like, you fucking slapped me. What the fuck do you want? I'm a person, you're a person. We have equal levels of legal and moral culpability for our behaviors. Now, you're not a child. Whenever I hear people defend this, they're like, oh, well, you wouldn't hit a child who hits you. You're not a child! You're a fucking adult! You're an adult! Our brains are developed to comparable levels. It's how patronizing. Now, again, there are a lot of dudes out there who will see pictures of, like, a girl getting mean to a guy, and then the guy will, like, fucking rail on her. And those dudes, the people who celebrate that shit, really just want to fucking hit women, okay? There are a lot of people like, equal rights, equal lefts. And they just want to, like, hit women, okay? I'm not defending that. Much in the same way, like, for instance, like, let's do a comparative example, okay? If I'm concealed weapons carrying, if I have a CCW, if I've got my fucking Glock on me in public, and I'm walking around, okay, all right, okay, and then a bunch of dudes jump me with knives and bats, totally right, within my legal right. God bless America. Okay? However, if I have my CCW and I'm going around town looking for a fight, waiting for an excuse to kill someone, if they threaten me in any way, that's bad. Like what that one guy did. Like Zimmerman, or like the actor, the actor Liam Neeson. Yeah, Liam Neeson. What he did too. That's an issue. Defending yourself, reciprocal force. Those things are good. Looking for an excuse to hurt people because you're like upset with them. That's bad. That's the point. That's the distinction that I'm trying to get at here. And you know what else you know what else fucking bothers me about the capricious femoid? Okay, you know what else fucking gets me? You know what else? It really bothers me when people shit talk dudes under the guise of feminism. It really fucking bothers me. It really does. It really fucking bugs me. A lot of this is a holdover from second wave feminism. A lot of these people are like liberals, or they're like TERFs or whatever. But there are a lot of people who legit think that the point of feminism is like trash talking men or defending people against men. What the fuck? There are people who do this, like, who actually genuinely believe that the best way to engage in advocacy for women and for feminism and such is to shit talk men. You mean third and fourth? There is no fourth wave feminism, and no, third wave feminism is intersectional. It's second wave feminism that has this legacy tied to it. Yeah, tearing down men doesn't elevate women. Listen to what my girlfriend just said. Apparently, in fucking 2017, my college had had like a survivor, like a rape, sexual assault survivor march to like raise awareness, and they made men go to the back of the line because apparently being raped and sexually assaulted is a fucking woman's safe space. No, it's yearly, every year. That's so fucked up to me. That's so fucked up to me. Men to the back of the fucking bus, just like Rosa Parks. That's fucking disgusting to me. Vosh, this is incel cringe. Holy fuck, I've been watching since like April. This is the first time I'm truly cringing at you. My friend, you might be a white knight. Just warning you. Everything that I'm saying here is, here's the big pull away. I reveal the truth. and pull the tarp away, everything that I'm talking about right now is feminism. All of the problems that I have just expressed are problems that stem from the patriarchy. Every single one of them. I can go over each and every one of them. Why are some women crazily fucking obsessed with their weddings and about performative romance over like actual romance? Because they've been socialized by Disney films and other pieces of media that relegate their roles to be people receptive to a wedding, to have a passive rather than an active role in romance. Why are there so many fucking women who are catty, passive-aggressive bitches? Because women are socialized not to be, not to challenge the authority or the social autonomy of men, so they have to be passive-aggressive because there's no other way for them to express antagonism within that space. Why are there so many women who believe they can't rape men or sexually or assault men or hurt men? Because women are taught, we're all taught, that women are weaker and men are stronger, and that any man who's weak enough to be taken advantage of by a woman isn't really a man. And therefore, women have nothing to worry about in regards to perpetrating any of these issues because they're meant to be the victims, not the perpetrators. That's a patriarchal attitude right there. Why these people who believe that the not all men, or sorry, the not all women stuff, I'm not like the other girls. Why are there so many girls that try to worm into social spaces like that? Well, because there are a lot of fucking people out there who believe that women are kind of shit. And the only way for them to navigate those social spaces is to fight for the meager amount of social credit that you can get by distancing yourself from the broader group of women. Why are there so many women out there who believe that they shouldn't be held accountable for hurting others if they hit somebody in public or in a private space? For the reasons demonstrated prior. Because in a patriarchal world, we don't ascribe to women any agency or any potential threat. All of these issues are products of a patriarchal society. I know, big oof, big cringe, I get it. Feminism is designed to address these, most specifically, third wave feminism. Second wave feminism, got a lot of problems to it, kinda outdated, slightly cringe, okay. Third wave feminism, intersectionality, is every bit as interested in men's issues as it is women's issues, because the goal of intersectional study is to alleviate and address all forms of systemic injustice, not just those directed at marginalized communities. Everything that I just talked about, all of it, all the problems with women, and subsequently all the problems with men, are a product of broader social tendencies, cultural systems that we reinforce through our behavior. And we can address it by being good feminists. So if you care about men, and you want to deal with problems men face, like higher rates of suicide, higher levels of loneliness, being treated unfairly when it comes to engagement with women, you should be a feminist. And if you're tired, if you're sick and tired of the duplicitous femoid, of the subhuman Neanderthalic female ruining your life with their capricious schemes, then you should be a third wave feminist. Because all of the problems that we see in regards to the gendered relationships between men and women are a product of social systems which mandate and regulate gendered behavior. And it is only through a critical analysis of those systems that we can fix any of the problems that I'm talking about. That's it. That's it. That's it. We did it. We bring it around. We loop it around. That's it. Ow. That's all I have to say.